This sweet and glorious little video is protected by fair use. It is not for profit. It's for free. You can share this freely. It is for the purposes of criticism and commentary, teaching. Thanks for watching. Disobey. I also want to say this video is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. It's fiction, but it still might be disturbing to some viewers. It's for mature audiences only, adults only. It's not for children. Thanks for watching.
How's the book, sir?
A little technical for my taste. I like the chaos more, I suppose. Does have a good recipe for a black hole there.
Lovely, sir.
What's going on over there? Jeffrey, what's that little chap doing? It's so funny. The little chap's been rubbing that stick for hours. Funny little thing. Bloody hell! That fire, Jeffrey! I didn't say he could do that. I give the fire. What bloody period is this?
Well, I believe it's about 200,000 years prior to when they should be given it, sir.
We don't snuff him out!
Yes, sir. There we go, sir.
Some bloody nerve. Send them back into their cave.
Yes, sir.
All of them.
I want to jump in here for a moment. I want to thank Teresa, one of my subscribers. I had seen this video probably a year, 2, 3 years ago maybe. But I hadn't quite forgotten about it, but she shared this with me. And I watched it again, and I watched another one in the God series by Oats Studios. And that's why I'm covering this, because it does fit in so perfectly. It's very well done. It's very well acted. It's very accurate in so many ways. And I realize it's hard to face this stuff. It's not easy. Okay, but some do see it. Some do see it this way. I just want to add to that. That doesn't mean that we're stuck here forever. Doesn't mean that there's no hope. Okay? Does it mean that you're locked in a prison forever? It doesn't mean that it's impossible to defeat it. Doesn't mean that at all. You don't want to give up. If somebody harmed one of your family members with a crime, does that mean that nothing can happen to that criminal? No. Doesn't mean that at all. Okay? And these creatures running this system, they may be smug and arrogant. They might think that nothing can happen to them, but they're wrong. Okay? They're wrong. And they can be proved wrong. You can prove them wrong. Just like Team Evil on YouTube was smug and arrogant. And look what's happening to the demons on here. They're running, they're hiding, their channels are going away. All kinds of things are going on, right? They're running around like chickens without heads. Because the truth is powerful. We're not weak. They just want to make us believe that we're weak and powerless. Not omnipotent, these fucking creatures that people worship as, quote, gods. They're not gods at all. They're sadistic fucking creatures. That's what they are. Okay? Showing you on YouTube what can be done, and I'm also going to show you beyond this realm what can be done. Big step is knowing where you are, what's being done, what this place is, and knowing that it has to be shut down. It's a big step. Okay? Not having a slave mentality of just saying, oh well, what can we do? And being apathetic. I'll never be that way. I'll never accept slavery. If I had to fight for eternity, I would fight. Okay? No masters, no rulers. I'm a free, sovereign, divine, eternal spirit. And I will not be controlled. Ever.
Surprising.
Yeah, it shrink their brains again. Oh, for God's sake, what is it now?
I believe it's a rain dance, so we forgot to turn off the drought.
Really? All right then. Give them some water for heaven's sake.
Really?
Yes. They're parched.
It would be my pleasure, sir. God the merciful.
It's so excited over the teeniest little things.
You do, don't you?
Dancing in a circle. Do it again, Jeffrey Spasamore. Look at the little loincloth. Go again, do it again. Do it again, do it again. No.
Okay, and this is cruel. Even just this, some would say, well, look, he's helping them. He's giving them some rain. They're rejoicing. He's laughing at them. He's acting a fool. Very immature. Doesn't it seem familiar to what people worship as a, quote, God? And I do have to break in and give commentary for the ones that say, well, it's only 3 minutes, less than 4 minutes. Why can't you just play it? It doesn't work that way on YouTube. Okay? I'm already on thin ice with the way things are. So anyway, I'm going to give my commentary. That's just directed only at the complainers that don't seem to understand. And also at the defenders of quote, God that they worship. Immaturity, the way it's so juvenile and just has no care for them at all. It's just laughing at them because they're rejoicing because they were in a drought and they needed some water and they were thankful for something simple, and it's just mocking them. Just like the creature that the majority on this earth worship and praise as a, quote, God. It does the same kinds of things. It does the same fucking things. To see what kind of a conscience this thing has. Sitting in a comfy room, comfy chair, with a butler with white gloves to just do its bidding for him, which is perfect the way they set this up, because the creature that people call, quote, God does this sort of thing, it uses others as minions to do its bidding for them quite often. It just gives some orders, and they do it. They follow. This gives orders, and this follows orders. Okay? It's amused by this stuff. Humanity here is just entertainment for this thing. Call it a thing. For the religious, you can get down on your bony knees and you can blow the monster that's not even going to look like this. It's going to look hideous in the afterlife if you insist on doing that. If you insist on not waking up here and being a slave here and going into the afterlife as a slave. Because believe it or not, that's what your spirit does. It goes in the way you go out. If you leave here as a warrior with the mentality of, I'll never be a slave, you take that with you. Leave here worshiping a fucking monster and being fearful of it, that carries on with your spirit out of your body. That works. So you better work on that while you're here, is the point I'm trying to get across to any of the religious that may stumble upon my channel. And they're very quick to get all up in their emotions when they see stuff like this. They want to defend this monster. Because they're slaves with Stockholm Syndrome. They're slaves.
Again, do it again. No. Too precious. Release the plague, Jeffrey.
Sir?
Release the plague.
So even if the butler, the order follower, has a bit of a conscience left and is a little bit reluctant and is surprised, it will still follow the orders to do as it's told. Or as he's told. Or in some cases as she's told. Because there are a lot of women too in this realm that are order followers. This just happens to show a man, okay, in this skit, in this video. But look around this realm, and you'll see a lot of females that are order followers, not just with religion, but with government too. Government and the schools teach them that men are bad, boys are bad, they're misogynists, all this stuff, and they follow. By the majority do. It isn't just a few or millions, it's the vast majority in the Western world. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but order followers follow orders, even if they know it's wrong, okay? That's my point here. Even if they know it's wrong, they know the order is cruel, wrong, immoral, unethical, criminal, just like they do in, during 2020, let's say, they followed orders and they danced around. They don't question orders, they follow orders. Ones in uniforms, all of them. Okay? Badges or no badges. The ones dancing around in videos. You get what I'm saying? Order followers.
Look at the little loincloth. Go again, do it again. Do it again, do it again. No. Too precious. Release the plague, Jeffrey.
Sir?
Release the plague.
Very well acted. By both actors. He was reluctant. He went from laughing and at them the way they were rejoicing, the little humans, to just saying, matter-of-factly, without any emotion, release the plague. Psychopathic. And this represents perfectly the quote-unquote God being that monster. Because that's what it's like. Because that's what this realm is like. It's accurate. Okay? Very accurate. Examine this realm. Beyond yourself, beyond your life. You might have not have died of the plague or know someone in your lifetime. Or a relative or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Think beyond yourself. You might not be in a wheelchair. You might be able to speak. Is everyone else here? No. Might not be horrendously disabled with a lifelong debilitating disability. You might not have been born deformed. You might not be blind. Are others? Yes. Some in wheelchairs like vegetables, children that grow up into adulthood, their whole life is that way. Yes. Notice them. Or do you try to block that out and pretend it doesn't exist? That they don't exist? Do you try to block out as though all the evil here doesn't exist? Because then you'll never see where you are. And then you'll never get out. That's the way I look at it. If you don't see where you are, you're not getting out. It's like a prisoner in a prison. They don't know they're in prison. They don't see it. They're blind to it. And other inmates are saying, dude, you're in prison. And they're just laughing at them saying, what are you talking about? They're in denial. They won't get out. But others can escape. So we'll have to wave goodbye to you. Sorry, but you've been given a huge opportunity here, being shown a lot of this stuff. If you still don't get it, the resistance is because you're too stubborn and too fearful and too weak to look at the truth. You prefer the comfortable lies. That's what it is at that point. It's on you. It's on you then. Because I've tried. I've tried and tried and tried and put in I don't know how many hours into doing this over these months, over the 7 months or whatever amount of months it's been now. Over 7 months doing this. I've tried many, many ways. With humor, with being serious, with through artwork, through all sorts of ways. And the videos, the posts on my community page, different types of videos, analysis videos, studying reality, near-death experiences, you name it. I've tried many, many, many ways here. If you don't see it, it's on you. Because you don't want to see it. And then you want to stay here. That's what your choice is then. You're basically saying you don't want to see this as a prison. Well, good luck to you. I think you're going to get mind wiped and recycled. That's what I think. Because you refuse to really look at the truth. You're too weak. You're too afraid. You're too pussy to do it. You don't have the guts. Is that what it is?
Sir Lucifer just sent up this most fantastic bottle. It's a 1976 Chateau Neuf de Pape, sir.
Yes, right.
Well, he also sent his usual letter, sir, offering to patch things up and reminding you that should you ever choose to pop down, he has a full 10-pin bowling alley.
You see that building in the middle there?
Nice, the Ashley Tower, sir.
Set it on fire. And the one next door. I want to see what they do.
Right away, sir.
Come on, chop chop. Good shot. There you go. Ooh, look at them go. They're going up the steps.
Okay, so this is a different episode, obviously, that they made. God and the city. Alright? Obviously, you can see how caring and loving and compassionate that God is. Sorry, there's dogs barking. Obviously, you can see the love and care and compassion that the Creator has, right? He just wants to see what will happen, what they'll do. Okay? The religious guy, a Christian, saying that I'm wrong when it comes to tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes and floods and huge forest fires, that's all the evil ones here, and it's HARP, and they didn't exist before HARP stations were built, right? Those huge directed energy things with the antennas and everything else, high technology. Those are recent. Those have only been around for decades. This has been going on for thousands of years here, maybe millennia. Maybe it's been reset so many times here. They never want to blame their God, the Creator. So if I made something that was fucked up, I'd be to blame, right? As the Creator. Well, who made this realm? Who made earthquakes possible? Tornadoes, hurricanes, forest fires, volcanic eruptions, thunderstorms, lightning, and all this stuff. Who made our central nervous system that's capable of pain, and pain we can't get rid of? Pain's not a warning when you have pain for life. There's people in chronic pain. Our central nervous system is set up so that we're in a torture device. These meat suits. Okay? Understand? It's the design of the realm that's evil. So it's the designer, the architect, or the Creator that set this up. That's evil. It's on them. If it's an evil realm, it's an evil Creator. You got it? Got it? For those people that are slow and stuck and clinging to their quote God, it's because you're fearful of this thing. You're afraid of it. And that's why you say to me, it's going to burn you. God's going to make you burn in hell, and they say all this stuff. God's going to make you burn for eternity in the lake of fire. They say all this stuff to me. Okay? It doesn't scare me. This thing that you worship is going to be afraid of me. Let that sink in really deeply.
Let them go. They're going up the steps. Running, little legs. Running. Oh, that's quite warm. That's lovely. Oh, quick little legs.
I'm going to rewind that a little bit, because he takes such glee in watching them scramble, watching people panic, watching them suffer. And I think that's what's going on. This isn't just fiction. It represents reality very well. That's what I think. Your God is entertained by your pain, suffering, your anxiety, depression, sadness, your grief, your worries, your fears, your pain. Did I say pain? I'll say it again. Your pain, your disease, struggles, all of it here. It's entertained by you. Doesn't give a shit about you. I know that's harsh to handle, but it's the truth. And it's a big step that you have to take if you're going to get out. If you don't want out of here, you don't have to take that step at all. You could stay here by choice. It's up to you. I can't force you to choose to get out. But if you want to choose freedom, it's a step you have to take.
Nice, the Ashley Tower, sir.
Set it on fire. And the one next door. I want to see what they do.
Right away, sir.
Come on, chop chop. Good shot. There you go. Ooh, look at them go. They're going up the steps. Running, little legs. Running. Oh, that's quite warm. That's lovely. Oh, quick little legs. They're scared of the fire, you know. They're terrified of it. Look, running all the way up to the top. Then up to the roof. Oh, on the roof. What are we going to do? Nowhere to go for the roof. Very clever. What do you suppose they're thinking out there?
Oh, well, I imagine they're thinking about their families, sir. Things they've done wrong in their lives and what they might do where they're given the opportunity to live. So,
send in the twirly thing. The sucker. Tornado, yes, that's the one. Love that one.
So, they are rather unusual in the city, sir.
Bloody hell, Jeffrey! I created the whole planet out of shit I found floating around in space. These little muppets haven't even found the other universes I made on a Saturday night for fun! Send in...
What a loving God, right? What a loving creator. Love the little details of this, though. I know it's just so well done, but it's just like he couldn't remember the name of the tornado, stuff like that. I mean, how to describe it? It's not really comical, but it seems plausible that monster could be that way. Could create things and even forget the name of these horrible things. Not be able to remember the name of tornadoes. And just conjure up plagues, tornadoes, horrible shit, and not even be able to remember it. It does seem like that's what we're dealing with. Something very close to that. Might not be identical. It might not be, living in a room or a home like this mansion, the fireplace and the wood paneled walls and, the candles and these, looks like that might be a Tiffany lamp or something there, and the wall sconces there and the paintings, the artwork, and, not be identical to this. But it might be very close to this. I think that might be an antique globe back there. Okay? Those wooden ones. That's what it looks like.
Thing. The sucker.
Tornado,
yes, that's the one. Love that one.
So, they are rather unusual in the city, sir.
Bloody hell, Jeffrey! I created the whole planet!
Sorry for pausing it quickly. I just want to point something out. He's startled and afraid of this thing. He jumped back, and just his reaction to his anger. And that's the way order followers are. Okay? Even if what he said was true, they are pretty rare in cities. It does happen once in a while. It's happened in Canada, but and other places. I think it's hit Oklahoma City before, a tornado decades ago, a major one. But anyway, the reaction. I mean, this whole thing is basically perfect. This series. Perfect at illustrating evil is what I'm saying. Not the way I want things. I don't want things this way at all. Not at all. So don't get the wrong idea there, like some do.
The sucker. Tornado, yes, that's the one. Love that one.
So, they are rather unusual in the city, sir.
Bloody hell, Jeffrey! I created the whole planet out of shit I found floating around in space. These little muppets haven't even found the other universes I made on a Saturday night for fun. Send in the fucking tornado.
Right away, sir.
Yes. Yes, shut it down, Jeffrey. Turn it off. Thanks. Jesus, my man. Trying to kill me. Can I get some of that?
See that? Trying to kill me because he got a little bit of smoke. No care at all for what he did there. Completely sadistic, psychotic, just a monster. I'm going to go right back to here. Play that all the way through.
Send in the twirly thing. The sucker. Tornado, yes, that's the one. Love that one.
So, they are rather unusual in the city, sir.
Bloody hell, Jeffrey! I created the whole planet out of shit I found floating around in space. These little muppets haven't even found the other universes I made on a Saturday night for fun. Send in the fucking tornado.
Right away, sir.
Yes. Yes, shut it down, Jeffrey. Turn it off. Thanks. Jesus, my man. Trying to kill me. Can I get some of that? That toast.
Marmalade.
Marmalade toast.
Of course, sir. Right away.
Ugh. Oh, God.
Okay, so this is Oats Studios. It's an egomaniacal, demented, deranged piece of shit, monstrous god. Completely deranged. Loves to hear them screaming, suffering. Doesn't give a shit. A little bit of smoke, though, and it's in its room, and it says, "You trying to kill me?" Only cares about itself. Completely self-centered, selfish, narcissistic, deranged. Uncaring. No care for others. No empathy. That seems to be what we're dealing with. A complete sadistic piece of shit monster. Okay? And people in this realm defend it and try to justify and defend it and love it and praise it and worship it and refuse to look at what it's done and the way this realm is designed and what happens here and what's allowed to happen. It's not just, oh, it lets this happen. It designed it this way. Why don't people face that? It's not just that it lets earthquakes happen. It created earthquakes. It's not just that it lets tornadoes do damage. It created tornadoes. Someone had to invent them or something. It's not just that it allows that. Hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, plagues, 10,000 diseases. It doesn't just allow that. It created them. It created this realm. And that's what some people still on my channel are stuck on that. Why doesn't it fix this shit? It made it this way. You get what I'm saying? It created evil, and it created an evil realm. It created a realm where life eats life. Some people still have some layers to break through, where they're just saying, well, why doesn't it interfere? Well, maybe because it fucking made it this way. It made it evil. I don't know if you can comprehend that. Say, why doesn't it cure kids of cancer? It created cancer. It created leukemia. It created plagues. It created smallpox. It created the Black Plague and all that stuff. It created all of that. Okay? It's not going to come in and rescue you and interfere and fix things. It wants it this way. It created it this way. It's an evil design. I'm hoping, like, I've only spent 7 months on this. Maybe I have to spend 7 years or 70 years to get people to see the design is evil, so the designer's evil. If the creation is evil, the creator is evil. Right? No caring, good, benevolent being or creator would make a realm anything resembling this place. So what you're doing is mental gymnastics at an Olympic level to try to say, well, this realm might not be perfect, but God is good. Your God created evil. Your monster that you worship made it this way. And that's what you don't want to face. That's the one thing most quote truthers don't want to face, just like most normies. Mainstream people, we'll call them, whatever, right? The label doesn't matter. God, Luciferian interaction, yeah, I'd like to see that as well. This person likes how God is so powerful that he doesn't even have to do anything to make things happen. He just tells Jeffrey what to do. Order follower. Hopefully this is allowed on YouTube. I'm trying to cover things here that probably is copyrighted, so we'll see what happens. You're hearing my voice right now. It made it through. And they allowed it. But YouTube is what I'm speaking about. Accurate, okay? This person noticed. Other people get distracted by who the person is that made it and the studio and all this stuff, but, you know. Some interesting comments, but unfortunately there's also, as usual, the moronic, you know. Person says that this was so spot on. Want to address something else while I'm still recording? Not a Luciferian. I don't worship Lucifer, a devil, Satan, anything of the sort. In fact, I think that's just another creation of your God. Same thing, one and the same. So then when these idiots on YouTube say he's a Luciferian, he inverts everything, no, I'm showing you what actually happens in this realm. That's what I'm showing you. Showing you this. This creature, the monster that you worship. That's what I'm showing you. You're the one that's in denial. And you're trying to invert things. You're trying to call an evil god or an evil monster. You're trying to call it good. You're the one. These religious people like Christians. Or other religions. It doesn't matter what religion you are if you're trying to invert things and warp things. I don't call evil good. You do. You're the cult follower. And you're the order follower. And you're afraid of a master that's sadistic and sick. Beyond words. So I'm going to end this video here. I do hope that you enjoyed watching this. I hope that you learned something watching this or got something out of it. That's really more than enjoyed. Enjoyed might not be the right term for this. Hope you got some value out of this. I hope it provoked you to think and see more. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.